I have been using Hermes AI for a while now and I'm really impressed. There are 3 things that are standing out. The first one is the cost. I pay a fraction of what I'm paying with OpenClaw. The second one is skills. Hermes AI can write its own skills and improve them over time. That's much safer than using external skills from other people. And the third thing is it grows over time. It becomes better based on the interactions you have with it. So in this tutorial, I will show you how to set up your own Hermes AI agent, connect it with Telegram, and then we're going to dive into real case studies that can improve your life and your business. For instance, letting your AI agent answer your emails, or improving your website, making them future ready for SEO and LLMs, or getting relevant information about your niche. In my case, YouTube tutorials about WordPress and AI, or a trending GitHub project. You can even let your AI agent reach out to local businesses nearby you that have an outdated website and propose to make a better website for them. And at the end of the tutorial, I will show you how you can use your AI agent to improve your business and your personal life, and how to find more ways how your agent can help you. So how does it work? Hermes AI itself, it's free. It's open source. There are no subscriptions. It's completely free. It runs on a model, and that model uses credits. It can be Cloud Code or Codex. Well, I will show you a really cheap model that can save you a lot of money and still do all the tasks you needed to do. Then you need to run your agent somewhere. It can be on your computer, on a spare computer, or in the cloud. I prefer the cloud, so we're going to use a VPS, a virtual private server. It's online 24/7 and it's extra secure. And then we're going to use Telegram to communicate with our AI agent. It can be on your phone and on your computer. If you already have a VPS, I will show you how to add Hermes AI to your current VPS. If you don't have a VPS yet, let me show you how to get one. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. So in order to get started with Hermes agent, let's go to ferdy.com/Hermes, or click on the link in the description or in the first comment. And then we go to this page, from Hostinger, deploy Hermes agent in one-click installation. So Hostinger has made it really easy for us. What we need to do, we need to click on choose plan, and let me show you over here that if somehow you don't like the service, you can get your money back. No questions asked. So there is no risk at all. You can try out this service for 30 days. So I click on choose plan, and then there are 4 plans you can choose. Well, let me make it really easy for you. Go with KVM1. You can always upgrade later. And for me, KVM1 has been able to do anything I want to do with Hermes. So I click on choose plan over here. Then over here, it says, do you have a coupon code? I have one for you with 10% extra discount. So I hit Ferdy, I type it in, apply, and I get 10% extra discount. Here we can choose the period. Do you want to go for 1 month, 12 months, or 24 months? The longer you go, the more discount you get. So right now it's $5.84 per month. If you go for 12 months, you pay $6.29 per month. Really affordable in comparison with other web hosting providers. I'm okay with this. I will go for 12 months. I click on continue. Then I need to register. So let me do that. Create a password. And then over here, I click on register. Then I need to fill in my details over here. So let me do that. First name, last name. From the United States. My phone number is not necessary. My address is, so let me fill that in. Now I click on continue. And then I can choose a payment method. Credit card, PayPal, Google Pay, Apple Pay. And depending on where you come from, there are local payment methods that you can see over here. So right now I see those, but if you're from a different country, it can be that you see your local payment method. I will go with credit card. So I will fill in my details over here. And then I click on submit payment. Congrats, your journey begins now. So we're going to the Hostinger panel. Here you can choose your language. You see there are a lot. I keep it with English. And then there's the admin username. I keep that the same, but this password, make sure you save it somewhere safe. So I go to my notes, paste it over here. And then I click on deploy. Now it's setting up our virtual private server. It says it will take about 5 minutes. I think it's shorter. So let's wait for a second and then I will be back with you. And now we arrive over here in our Docker manager and it says your project is being deployed. There you go. It's running now. So what you see over here is a Docker manager. You have a VPS and you can have a lot of containers in that VPS. And on one you can run OpenClaw. On a different one you can use Hermes. And then there's another one, traffic, over here. And this will make sure that all your other containers are safe. So we're not going to do something over here, but it makes everything safe. It's an extra layer from Hostinger. I really like that. So what we need to do now, we need to set up our Hermes agent. And in order to do that, we click over here on terminal, connecting to the server. And if you already had a VPS server, what you can do, you can click on Compose here at the Docker Manager, Compose, one-click deploy. Then over here, search for Hermes agent. Click on select, save the password, and click on deploy. Now it's running over here. Now I can click on terminal and continue from this point on. And it can look quite complicated and a little bit old-fashioned, but it's totally fine. I will show you exactly what to do. It's not that hard. Just type what I type, or you can go to ferdy.com, hit enter. Click on the search icon over here and search for Hermes. Hit enter. Then you go over here, Hermes agent tutorial. And you can copy this and then paste it in the terminal or go to the description there. I also have those lines that you need to type or copy and paste. So you should see something flashing over here. So what we need to type over here is cd space / docker / and now we need to select the Docker we want to use. So I say Hermes agent, and then I need to grab this code or those 4 letters or numbers. I paste it and then I hit end. So we know we are working within this container, this Docker. So now just type the same command I have or copy the one in the description of this video. Let me type it out. Docker space compose space exec space dash it space Hermes dash agent space / bin / bash. Hit enter. There you go. So we selected the Docker. Within it, we selected the container. And now I want to install Hermes. So what I will say over here is Hermes space setup. Enter. And there we go. There are 2 things we can do. We can do a quick setup or a full setup. We're going for the simple one, so I hit enter. Now, Hermes is open source, it's free, but it runs on another system that use tokens or credits. And you see a list over here with everything you can use. A few famous ones are Anthropic from Claude and OpenAI Codex. I want to make use of OpenRouter. What does it do? It has all the models, all the LLMs in one place, and you can switch in between them really easily. So I select OpenRouter. You can also do Anthropic or OpenAI or something else you would like. I will go for OpenRouter and I hit enter. Now it says OpenRouter API key. So what we need to do, we need to create an account at OpenRouter. Let me show you how you can do that. You can go to ferdy.com / OpenRouter, hit enter. So what we need to do, we need to click on sign up. So we can create our own account with those 3 tools or by filling in your name and your email address. I will use that, create a password, and I agree to the terms of service and privacy policy and model terms. I click on continue. I need to use the verification link I got in my inbox. There you go. I click on sign up to OpenRouter. And there we go. I select YouTube over here, continue. It says now you're all set. Get started by buying credits and creating an API key. I will do both. First, we buy credits. Credits are used in order for Hermes to do things for us. So I click on buy credits and I want to start by clicking on add credits. And I want to start. Let's fill in my name, my details. I want to start with $25. I fill in my address over here. I click on update address. You need to add a payment method. I use this card and I click on save payment method. Okay, the amount, as I said, I want it to be, let's say $25. That's more enough to get started. Send the invoices. Yes, please, because I'm a company. That's why I want to add my tax ID from the Netherlands. And then I click on purchase. Your payment is processing, credits will be added. Okay, awesome. The next thing we need to do, get an API key. So over here at the left hand, API keys, create a new key. I call this one Hermes. Credit limit, this is optional. So let's say you would have $100 in your account right now. Then you can say, I want to spend $20 per month, a maximum of $20. That means you can do 5 months with this $100. So if you exceed $20 per month, it will stop working. Well, at this moment I have $25. So when it's gone, it's gone. I click on create. Here's my key. Make sure you copy it, then paste it somewhere else. Don't show this to anyone. So I call this one OpenRouter key. Paste it over here. Okay, it's still copied. So what I will do now, I will go back to the web terminal. I click over here. I paste it. You see nothing happening because it's a password. I hit enter. And look at this. Now I can choose which LLM, which model I want to use. Here you see how much it costs. And it's really simple. The more it costs, the more powerful it is. So what we can also do, I will show you in a minute, is how to make sure that OpenRouter decides which model should be used for which project. In that way, you can save a lot of money because you don't need to use Anthropic Cloud Opus 4.7 for chatting with your agent. You can use a cheaper model for that. So let me show you in a minute how you can fix that. Right now, I want to go for the cheapest model without being free. So that's DeepSeek. So I go down. Because the only thing I want to do right now with this module is configure our Telegram account. And we can use DeepSeek to do that. It will be not necessary to use Cloud Opus 4.8. Wow, 4.8 just released. Super cool. I go for DeepSeek, so I hit enter. Here are a few options. I leave it with this one, keep current local, hit enter. I want to set up messaging now because we can communicate with our AI agent through this terminal, but I prefer to use Telegram because we can use it on a phone, on a computer, wherever we want to use. So I click on setup messaging. So we can choose a lot, Telegram, Discord, Slack, Matrix, and I prefer Telegram. It's really easy to set it up. So let me show you how to do it. If you don't have Telegram, it's free. You can set up really easily on your computer, on your phone. So I hit 1, I select number 1 because that's Telegram, and then I hit enter, and then it will check it. Telegram is now checked. So I confirm it by hitting enter. And now I need to get a Telegram bot token. Let me show you how to get it. I go to Telegram. I already installed it. So over here, I search for bot father. There you are. I click on open. I want to create a new bot. So I click here. I call this one Walter W. And over here, I need to have a username Walter White _ bot. Well, that's already taken. So I say Walter White Ferdy. That's available. I click on create bot. Now I copy this token. I go back to the terminal and I paste the token. Hit enter. And now it says allowed user IDs to have access to my bot. If you don't do this, then everybody that finds your bot can chat with it and then you pay the price with credits. So what I need to do, I need to figure out which Telegram ID I have. So I go back to Telegram. Then over here, I search for user info bot. There it is, the second one. I click on start. Here is my ID. I click on it. That's enough to be copied. I go back to the terminal and I paste it, and I'm saying only this ID can have access to this bot. I hit enter. Am I sure? I say Y for yes, enter. And now everything is set up. Now in order to start running Hermes, I just say Hermes, hit enter. And look at this. We're using DeepSeek V4. We have available tools over here, available skills we have over here. Awesome. So the next thing we need to do, we need to make sure that our gateway, our terminal and our Telegram account are linked with each other. So when there are messages on our gateway, on our terminal, they will also appear in Telegram. So we can use Telegram from any place in the world as long as we have an internet connection and we don't have to go to the terminal. So what I need to do for that, I need to type this, Hermes gateway install. Hit enter. This can take a minute. Okay, I get a message, and what we need to do now, we need to respond with Hermes gateway run. Hit enter. So now it's saying the gateway is running as PID 484. Your bot should now be responsive on Telegram. Try sending it a message from the user. That's my ID. So I go to Telegram, go back. I go to Walter White. So if you go to the bot father, you open it. You see all the bots you have. I go for this one. Then I click on the username. I click on message. And then I click on start. And now it's saying unknown command start. And if you see this, then we need to start over again from scratch. I am kidding. This is totally fine. Hermes doesn't work with the start command. So what I say is hello, hit enter. Walter WP is typing, Walter White. I don't know how he came up with the name. It just came to me. Went with it. Hey Ferdy, I'm Hermes Agent, your AI assistant. I can handle coding, research, file management, media, and more right here in Telegram. Try /help to see all available commands. What brings you here today? So if I would say /help, I get an overview of everything that is available. This can look overwhelming. It looks overwhelming. So super cool. We connected our Hermes agent through terminal with our Telegram account, and now things get a lot easier. So let's take a look at how we can let OpenRouter decide which model to use for each task. Right now, everything has been done with DeepSeek. Now let me show you how to change that. You can do that or by going to ferdy.com. Search for Hermes. Click over here. /model space OpenRouter /auto, or you paste it, hit enter. Model switch to OpenRouter Auto, provide OpenRouter context, 2 million tokens. That's how easy it is. If you want to bring it back, /model Sweeney, model, that's it. Hit enter. You can click on OpenRouter and then go back to DeepSeek V4 Pro. It is one of the cheaper ones, one of the cheapest ones. So right now I continue with DeepSeek version 4 Pro. So now let me show you real practical ways on how I grow my business using this AI agent. If you take a look over here on YouTube and you search for OpenClaw tutorial. Ferdy, what are you talking about? OpenClaw, this is a Hermes tutorial. Let me show you. This video, complete OpenClaw tutorial for beginners. Well, this is 9 days ago, but this guy also created another tutorial. Charlie, I met him in Austin a few months, really nice guy. Look at this, 3 months ago, that was maybe just before it really started to take off, OpenClaw. Because he was an early adopter, look at this, 513,000 views. 1 month ago, I was 2 months ago, 1 month ago. This was also 2 months ago, almost 1 million views. So I want to be the first one when there's something new going on. So right now there is Hermes AI, everybody's talking about it, well, in my algorithm. And you see 1 day ago, 20,000 views, 2 days ago, almost 50,000. So right now, this is a super hot topic, trending topic. That's why I'm also jumping on this wagon, doing my best to explain everything as good as possible, do my best to make the tutorials better than other tutorials with all respect to my competitors. But what I want to be the first. I want to be an early adopter so I can really step in before other people do. What I can do, I can go to GitHub all the time and check everything, what's going on, if things are getting more stars than other tools. What I also can do, and that's how I would use my AI agent, I go to Telegram and I just have a conversation with Walter. I say, I am a YouTuber and I want to be the first who makes high quality tutorials about new AI related tools like OpenClaw and Hermes AI. Can you give me a daily overview of GitHub projects that have gotten a lot of stars in the last 24 hours? And also tell me a bit about what the tool does and number the top 10 projects with most stars from 1 till 10 based on the potential for a great YouTube tutorial. Give me that overview every day at 8 a.m. Hit enter. So let's see what it will do. It's typing already. So here's what I will get each day. The report includes top 10 trending projects ranked by YouTube tutorial potential for each project, project name and GitHub link, stars gained, total stars, 1-line description, why it's ideal for a tutorial. So this is super cool because if I would be the first one who would have created an OpenClaw tutorial, I could have a better camera right now. No, I'm kidding. I'm really happy with my camera, but it can make a lot of difference in revenue. And of course, revenue is cool. I always think it's about helping other people. But when I can help other people as the first person that creates tutorials, that's even better than when I'm the 20th or the 30th. So that's why I created this. This is how I can literally use this for my business. So it asked me a questions. Would you like me to run it manually now to see a sample report, adjust the ranking criteria, change the delivery time, run it manually? So here is my cron job as an example. It's not 8 a.m., but I ask it for a cron job right now. So today's trending themes: AI agents, visual workflow builders, so how you can use Claude to create a website, web automation. So what's hot right now is talking about how you can use your browser, your internet browser with AI. And local AI, how can you have your own ChatGPT, or how can you have your own LLM on your own computer? So here are a few GitHub projects. You see the total amount of stars right now. Browser use is the #1. Potential tutorial score 9.5. So what I can do, I can click over here, open this. Okay, I see the total amount of stars. Nice. So I use a tool. It's called Star History, Chrome extension for free. And here I see it has a nice growth. Since April, it's growing steadily like that. So what I can see, it says there's a lot of potential. I can go to YouTube and search for browser use AI. So here you see browsers are dead. Codecs just replaced them. So that seems to be really trending. 18 hours ago, 12,000 views. With a nice thumbnail, of course. Chrome is dead. I'm using Chrome right now. So let's go back to Telegram. I see all those tools. What I also can do, I can go to github.com/trending. And then I see the amount of stars in the last 24 hours. So what I can do, I can copy this, go to Telegram and say, include the daily stars based on the information from this URL, and then paste it. So I will see that in the overview. So it doesn't have to be like this. I can improve it if I want to. So here are a lot of tools I could use. And if I scroll down, key insights for content creators. AI agents are the content goldmine right now, the tutorial I'm making right now. Visual builders, that's also cool because my channel has been a lot about making websites. Browser automations, that's what we just saw. Local AI. RAG makes smart AI accessible. So a few ideas I can make tutorials about. Top 3 video ideas for this week. Browser use, watch AI automate any website. Viral potential. Okay, local setup. Build agent workflows with no code. So a lot of information. I can also say do a top 5 instead of a top 10 or a top 3. So that's what I will do. I will say make use of the daily stars from and make the cron job about GitHub projects a top 3 instead of a top 10. Otherwise, it's still a lot of information. I only want to work with the best potential tools. Awesome. So I brought it back from 10 videos or GitHub project per day to 3. So much better. Otherwise, I have to scroll a long time, and I'd rather see the top 3 than the top 10. It saves me time and I see the best ones. So what else I can do? I'm talking about GitHub project. I also want to see what my competitors are doing on YouTube. Do they have viral videos? So the second cron job I want to create is show me the top 5 trending videos on YouTube about AI. And if I want to, about WordPress or making websites and making websites. Take a look at growing viewers in the video and explain in short what the video is about. Show me this on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So the top 5 trending videos in the last 48 hours. Show it to me at 8:15 a.m. So 15 minutes after GitHub. So I also stay in the loop now. with the most popular tutorials or videos on YouTube related subjects. So I can watch them, see what they are doing, see if I can make it better, dive a bit deeper and make better videos about those subjects. But let's take it a step further. What I will say, tell me why you think that those videos are performing so well. Is it the person in front of the camera? Is it the pace? What keeps people watching? Tell me per video. Top 5 videos from those channels in the last 48 hours based on view counts and growth trends. Really nice. So that was the second thing I asked my agent to do. So what is next? Let's take a look at our credits. If I go to OpenRouter.ai, I can log in by clicking here. I'm already logged in. I click on Workspaces. Then I go to Activity. I used Cloud Haiku for something, for another project. But in this case, I just spent, a total of $1.28 for everything we've done right now. Of course, we haven't done a lot yet. We're just setting things up. So, but keep this in mind. Keep track of this because you don't want to get in trouble. What you see over here when I use Cloud Haiku for a short time, I already spent more money than what I spent a day longer on DeepSeek V4 Pro. So far it has done everything I wanted it to do. So I keep with DeepSeek V4 Pro, and I highly advise you to take a look at this now and then to see how you are doing. And I don't mean with you personally, that this cannot tell you how you're personally doing. Like, hey, I'm having a bad day, let's go to OpenRouter. No, that's not what I mean. If you're not doing well, I wish you a positive change. Let's go! So today is June the 1st, 2026, and today I got 3 new ideas for trending topics for YouTube videos. So it's June the 1st, Money Printer Turbo, and it says that today only it got almost 2,000 stars. So this is really trending. So I decided to put into action what I'm teaching here. I created a new YouTube channel, Ferdy.ai. And there I will show you more about what you can do with AI these days. My main channel, Ferdy.com, is about WordPress tutorials. I'm making a switch, but I'm also creating a new channel completely focused on AI. And what I will use for that is my Telegram, Walter White, over here, my agent, and put into practice what it's saying over here. So I should definitely take a look at this Money Printer Turbo. It's about a tool that can help you to go from an ID to a full video. So I'll play around with it, learn how it works, and then teach it to others. So that's how I try to put into practice what I'm teaching over here. The next thing I want to do, I want to talk about skills. I really like OpenClaw, I still use it, but what I did not like is that the external skills that you could download could have malware in it. You could get into trouble when you would install a tool that had malware. And Hermes has a solution for that. What is that solution? Hermes creates its own skills. So we don't have to make use of an external tool. We can create our own tool. Hermes will do that for us. So when you are doing things multiple times, it will create a skill. It will improve that skill. And that's what everybody's saying. Hermes grows with you. It gets to know you. And based on that, it will make things simpler for you. And one way of doing that is creating skills. So last week, I got an idea from a friend. Ferdy, can we start a business where we are going to make websites future ready? Not only with SEO, but also for AI. I said, that's a really good idea, but I will focus right now on creating tutorials. But let me show you how I would do that. So I have a website over here, Ferdy.ai. And what I want to do, I want to make this website future-proof. So how could I do that? Well, let me show you. I go to users, edit profile. I hit page down, and over here I can create an application password. And that way I don't have to give people my login details, or people don't have to give that to me. So what I can do now, I can create an application password. I call this one Walter Hermes. I add the application password. Here's my new password. I copy this. Now I go to Telegram, to Walter White, and I start writing, make the website Ferdy.ai future-proof when it comes to SEO and AI. Optimize the website in every possible way. I want to make a business from this. So in the future, I want to be able to provide a URL, application name and application password, and let you do your magic. What do you need from me in order to do everything that needs to be done at Ferdy.ai? Walter starts typing at once. He's never asleep because my server is also never sleeping. Look at this. Skill view, writing plans. So it starts creating something for itself so it can work more efficiently in the future. So it says after a few minutes, current status audit, it's up to date. What is working? HPS, CDN, robots, critical issues, no H1. Okay, so it sees some things that it could fix. What I need from you right now is immediate access credentials, WordPress admin URL, WordPress application password, and it says to me how I could give this or create this. And it would be nice if I would give the Google Search Console access and the Google Analytics access. So right now I say do whatever you can do with the application password. So I grab this URL where people can log in. So I paste it. Then I give this name. And then I copy the application password. I paste it in Telegram. I hit enter. So with those three details, I should be able to optimize a website from a client that's paying me to optimize their website. Of course, first I have to check if this is working. We're going to make this better. So there will be a skill created and that will be improved. And when I think, yes, this is making some really great changes to the website I'm assigning over here, then I can start to offer this as a paid service. So it will create an LLMs.txt for AI visibility. Really important because that's the future. If I go to Google right now and I search for what is the best food for a Labradoodle, the first thing that comes up is now Gemini AI. And then there's a reference over here to the website. So I need to be future-proof with LLM.txt in order to be placed over here. Really important. So look at this. It has created an LLMs.txt file, an LLM.full or -full, AI.txt, schema.org. It adjusted the SEO titles and made a description. There's one blocker. So I need to give it some REST API authentication in order for it to perform certain things. And it's talking about the business model I envision, so that I just have to give my URL, application name and application password, and in some cases the administrator password and username for it to do everything it needs to do. And look at this. This is so interesting. Self-improvement review, skill, WordPress SEO, AI optimization created, memory updated. So from now on, I have a skill that's been created by Hermes and it will improve over time. The more websites I feed, the more it sees certain patterns in websites, the more it will adjust this skill. So the skill becomes better, more efficient. And in that way, I can help more websites to be improved. So they'll be found better in the search results and in the AI results. So they can increase their business or grow their business. So that's a huge advantage of Hermes versus OpenClaw. It creates its own skills and improves those skills over time. And that means there is no malicious stuff in it because it's not from an external provider. It is from within Hermes itself. Next thing I want to do, this is handy for every single person that has a business or an email address. What I will do, I will let AI answer my emails. I will not let it send emails. I will definitely say that never send an email without my approval, but I will let it create drafts. I get a lot of questions from people or proposals. Hey, can you make a video about this AI tool or about this WordPress tool? And normally I don't do that because I prefer to focus on what I want to create. But sometimes it can be handy. If I want to create a tutorial about a certain subject and somebody offers me money to do that, I will not say no to that. But I get a lot of those emails. So, or I can hire someone to answer those, or I can answer them myself, or I can let Walter White do that for me. And also here, Hermes grows with you. the more you do this, the more it starts to understand you. The more you chat with this tool, the more it understands how I speak, and the more it will use that in how I respond to people. So what I will do, I have emails, and let me do a test. I compose something, I send something to myself, test, and let me not save it. If I go to my Mac mail, over here I have my inbox. If I go to draft, I see nothing. But if I save it over here, and now I go back, there it is. So what I want to have a list with drafts that I can just send or adjust a little bit. Because if I take a look over here, 11 Labs, collaboration opportunity with Pipit, partnership, Pulse, paid YouTube integration with Minimax, Veronica from BookBolt. So what I will say over here in Telegram, here you can log in to my webmail of info@ferdy.com. I'll share the link. Then info@ferdy.com, and then the password. So what I will say, hey, respond to everything with respect, thanking for the opportunity, thanking for the trust, keep it friendly, keep it respectful. Tell them that if they have a budget of at least 5K, tell them that I will over deliver. And then every day from now on, if there will arrive emails, every day at 7 a.m., show me all the emails from the day before and respond to them, and never send an email and save them as a draft. So I will hit enter. Later I will change the password for my email account so I don't have to blur it. That will save me some time. So a lot has happened the last 12 minutes. I had some issues and then it fixed those. So it says, okay, now let me figure out how to create drafts. It had no idea how to do that, and now it knows. So it's self-learning, and it's called a Himalaya template. It created 5 real proposals. Blah, 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 blah. The thing is, did it work? Well, let me show you. Refresh it. It said somewhere that it duplicated the draft, so it removed 5. So let's take a look at this one. Hi, Umesh. Thank you for reaching out and for the kind words about my content. I truly appreciate the trust and the opportunity. Yatra looks like a solid plugin and can definitely see potential for build a travel booking website with WordPress tutorial. To be transparent, for dedicated tutorial review content, my starting budget is $5,000. Wow. Hi Dan, thank you for reaching out, and I apologize for the delay in getting back to you. I really praise your persistence and the opportunity. B12 sounds like an interesting fit for my audience. Super cool. The only thing I have to do now is duplicate and send it. But to make it even better, I use Macmail. Also over here, there are the drafts. So I can click on it. I can adjust it a bit. Let's say I change my budget to $6,000, and now I can send it. This will save me a lot of time because, man, I get so many emails from people that want to do business with me. So I'm happy with this. One thing I don't like, I never liked it in AI tools, is this. So what I will say here at Telegram, thank you. Please, it asked me if the email should be sent. Please never send emails. I will do that. Only create drafts. And one more thing. Please avoid using these. It makes it look like it's created with AI. Can you adjust this in all drafts? From now on, whenever I create drafts or any content, I will replace the dashes with regular hyphens, periods, commas to keep everything sounding natural and human written. Awesome. So now 1 time per day, it will check if I got emails with proposals. And then at 7 a.m. it will show me all the proposals I had and the drafts with responses, and then I can adjust it and send it back. If I do this, this can really help me to build my business. So what is next? Well, let's go back to Telegram. There's so much you can do. What I try to do right now with the last 2 cases, with the website and with the email, is just showing the natural process. I ask, hey, if I send you my email details, is that enough for you to create drafts? I'm just having a conversation with my AI agent. So if you want something, just ask it. For instance, can you write blog posts for my website, ferdy.com or ferdy.ai? And can you also create featured images? And then it will figure out a way to do it. And that's what I really like about Hermes. It's just learning new things to do. So it's my AI, it's my, how do you say it? My assistant, my digital AI assistant. So what you can do now is, you have another company than I have. So you can just ask, what can you do for me? Or you can say, I have a business with this and this and this and this. What can you do for me? So I will say, what are all the things you can do for me in my, or not in my business? How can I make the best use of you? Is that the right sentence? Then it will come up with an overview of everything that is possible. And then you can decide what is helping for your business. So wow, look at this. Content and writings, create blog posts, articles, email drafts, social media copy, edit and refine existing content. Oh man, I already get ideas. If you have a company, let's say you're a web designer in Amsterdam, you can say, find ugly or outdated websites from companies in Amsterdam and create a few drafts to the right email address telling them that I have seen their website and I can make a new website that will grow their business. That's one of the ideas. What else? Web and research, WordPress management, content writing, troubleshoot problems, automation, setting up recurring tasks. And the great thing is that this is becoming better and better. We're just scratching the surface. So that's a nice moment to ask you if you like this video, please like it and feel free to subscribe for more upcoming tutorials. As I said, I'm going to create a new channel completely focused on AI related subjects, not only about this, but also how to make videos with AI. Everything is possible, creating songs with AI. I really like the subject and I want to dive deeper into that. And I think I do my best to make easy to follow tutorials. I hope that's the case. If you have any feedback from me on how I can improve my tutorials, let me know. There will be more upcoming Hermes tutorials, but right now this is a great start. And now it's a matter of taking a look at ideas you have. You can also go to ChatGPT. I have this and this and this business. What can I, what kind of things can I do with Hermes that would help me out? One more thing I want to end with. I have a professional subscription at ChatGPT. If you're just going to chatting about, hey, what's the weather tomorrow in New York? Or what are right now the 5 best ways to make content about? Then I would use ChatGPT. And if you're going for cron jobs, things that are returning, then I would use Walter. Let me go one more time to my OpenRouter AI thing, because I got a few cron jobs already the last 5 days, I think. So let's see how much money we already spent. Is this today? The past 1 day, I was like, yeah. So let's take a look at the past month. This is crazy. This is crazy. I just spent $3.85. That is so much less than with OpenClaw. With OpenClaw, I already had to increase my credits with $50. This is amazing. I really like DeepSeek. We have done everything I wanted to do, and we just spent a total of $3.85 so far. I love this. So that was it for today. Thank you for watching, and I wish you the best, and feel free to subscribe or like this video or comment if you have any comments, positive or negative. I want to learn, I want to be better and give you the best knowledge possible in an easy to understand way. Let's keep it with this. Let's go Portugal and the Netherlands and Brazil and Morocco. And I just hope we have an amazing World Cup and the world can be a little bit more one together. And if there are referees that are whistling in favor of a certain team, then let's forgive them. I forgave the referee was, okay, let's keep it with this. Bye-bye.